Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Counting for bypolls in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar is taking place. The story is developing very rapidly in that key state of Uttar Pradesh, a state where Narendra Modi won 73 seats in 2014, a state where Yogi Adityanath led the BJP again in 2017 by clocking over 40% vote. Now in that state, in a constituency which was won by the Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, in Phulpur, a seat which had been won by the BJP by a handsome margin of over 1.5 lakh votes. In that seat, in that constituency, it's the Samajwadi Party candidate who's ahead. The Samajwadi Party candidate Nagendra Patel is ahead of BJP's candidate Kaushalendra Patel by a good margin, and that lead has remained with the Samajwadi Party now for the last hour and a half. So what you're seeing is that in Phulpur, the story seems to be developing in favor of the opposition, but in Gorakhpur, the story is it's BJP all the way. In Bihar, there is a neck-and-neck battle which is taking place between the RJD and the BJP. In Araria, every few minutes, leads coming out seem to be suggesting that the other party is moving ahead. So the latest which is coming out from Araria is that the RJD is leading by 227 votes. That's all. 227 votes is the lead that the RJD has. In Araria, in Jehanabad also, it's the RJD which is ahead. In Bhabua, it's the Bharatiya Janata Party. It was a sitting seat of the Bharatiya Janata Party. It's the BJP which is still ahead. So lots to look forward to. What does one make out of all these early leads, trends which are coming, and can they hold? And if they were to hold, then what's the big national picture? Vaibhav Aggarwal, leader of the BJP, is live with us, and so is Pranshu Mishra. Pranshu, the lead in Phulpur, now the Samajwadi Party, the lead remains the same. But the number of votes which are being polled in favor of the Samajwadi Party, that is consistently increasing. I'm also seeing that Atiq Ahmed, maybe our producer should put that, while we're looking at Congress, we should also show what is the vote which is being polled by Atiq Ahmed. Atiq Ahmed was the real X factor in this election, and many thought that he would eat into the minority vote base of the Samajwadi Party. Now Atiq Ahmed, according to the leads which are coming, has got 8,000 votes. He's polled 8,000 votes. The Samajwadi Party in Phulpur is polling over 40,000 votes. Now, can that be a cause of concern? How has Atiq Ahmed's campaign been in this election, Pranshu?
Well, Atiq was constantly behind bars. I mean, he is lodged behind a jail, so clearly he was not there on the ground. But yes, his campaign did take place, and the fact that that he has gone certain amount of vote, it clearly means that that vote has been cut in from the Samajwadi Party share. Had Atiq not been in race, then clearly by this point in time, we would have been discussing a victory margin or the lead margin of the Samajwadi Party somewhere around 8,000 to 9,000 votes. But another important point which is coming out of Phulpur is, and which more analysis could be done about it, that out of all the assembly constituencies falling in Phulpur Vidhan Sabha, the reports we have is that Samajwadi Party has been maintaining a continued lead in all the assembly constituencies, including that of the Allahabad city. So I think that is also very important, that it's not just any one rural constituency which is contributing to the Samajwadi Party's lead. This lead is coming in from almost all the constituencies. In Gorakhpur, the situation is a bit different. There, of course, the BJP is maintaining lead from Gorakhpur city, Gorakhpur rural, but from the areas like Campiarganj and Pipraich is the Samajwadi Party, which is in tough fight. So clearly, Phulpur is emerging as some sort of a positive phenomena for the Samajwadi Party, because right since round 1 and round 4 is already over, there has not been a moment when Samajwadi Party has not maintained this margin of lead over the BJP candidate.
Maybe what our producers can do is that we can break down the two Lok Sabha seats, both Phulpur as well as Gorakhpur, in the context of assembly segments, and then we'll be able to actually map that story about whether this vote transfer that our reporters are talking about, how is it that in Pipraich, for instance, which falls in the Gorakhpur Lok Sabha constituency, how is it that the Samajwadi Party is ahead of the BJP in that specific segment, but a segment which was dominated earlier by the BJP in the last Lok Sabha election as well as the last assembly election. Whereas when you come to Phulpur, the story seems to be Samajwadi Party being the biggest beneficiary across all assembly segments. So is that vote transfer which was to take place from the Bahujan Samaj Party to the Samajwadi Party, is that absolute? Are those marginal subcastes, smaller castes, so poorest of the poor, the underprivileged, how are they voting? those communities, the Rajbhars, the Nishads, in some parts even the Patel community, the Kurmi community, many of these smaller communities had voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party because of Modi factor in 2014, and then again in 2017 because of a certain awe, a certain campaign which was played by the BJP. Are we witnessing a shift only and only in the context of Phulpur, or should we be reading more about that? Vaibhav, I think that's a fair question to raise. That post demonetization, where the commitment that was made was that the poorest people will benefit. Now, if I was to say that maybe the feeling is that 2 years down the line, a year and a half down the line, maybe questions are being raised about whether demonetization has really impacted the lives of poorest of the poor. Would that be a fair question to raise to you today?
Yes, I think it's a fair question, but Phulpur very typically, if you see, both in the assembly segment as well as in the Lok Sabha's constituent segment, we've maintained a vote percentage when it comes to arithmetic, and lately BJP has been, I mean, you would agree to that, BJP has been changing the definitions of arithmetic in elections. So you know, if we really calculate, and just for the sake of calculations, just for the sake of arithmetic from a layman's perspective, we've consistently, both in assembly as well as in the Lok Sabha, maintained about 30% lead on the vote share. So, for example, in last elections, general elections, Keshavji led by 52%, whereas Samajwadi Party trailed by 20%. At 20%.
Right.
So, and similarly in Phulpur constituency, in Phulpur district constituency, which is the city, it is somewhere about 44% and 20%. So you know, there is a consistency of about 25+% vote percentage where we are maintaining. Now when we look at the general elections, we need to take into account that whether the central initiatives for the state or for that district, for that constituency, have been able to get transformed or communicated properly in the ground. Now that certainly is what we need to look at when we look at numbers like these, which are so close. 3,000 odd margin is nothing. 3,000 would not even be 0.02%. Or 3%, it's 20 lakhs. You know, 20 lakh voters, close to 20 lakh voters are going to vote today. So the idea here is that the vote is getting divided amongst 22 odd candidates. We also have to see that. We also have to see that there is certain percentage of share that is going into Congress, and BJP per se is not losing its vote percentage share, but the entire vote percentage of the Congress has gone to them. Now, if gone to the BSP SP alliance perhaps, and that is where it's only the 3,000. No. I'm not getting your argument. What you look at is,
I think it's a convoluted.
BSP, SP, and Congress.
One moment. You know, I can put down. Let's simplify this. Let's look at the vote shares. The truth is that the BJP in 2014 got 52.4% vote. The Samajwadi Party had got 20.3. The BSP had got 17.1. The Congress got 6.1. Now, if you add SP, BSP and Congress, you are still not ahead of the BJP vote share, which was 50+. That was 2014. Now you come to 2017. In 2017, across the 5 assembly segments, Phaphamau, Sorao, Phulpur, Allahabad West and Allahabad North, BJP won all these seats in 2017 assembly elections. Now we're talking about 2018 Bypoll. In Lok Sabha, BJP wins all the assembly segments. In Vidhan Sabha, BJP wins all the assembly segments. What is changing now in 2018? Is it just this alliance now which is working between Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav? Good time for me to be welcoming our friend Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Ghanshyam ji, in Phulpur, there is a story which is developing. And that story appears to be, and we must say this clearly, that this has been your bastion, barring 2009 when the BSP candidate won. This was a Samajwadi Party territory. Maybe you've just retained your stronghold. Is that the way to look at it?
Well, Bhupen, I always like your incisive analysis. But the reality in democracy today is no one is anyone's bastion. People have voted against us when we did not They did not like our work, and today people are voting against BJP at 1 year anniversary of the BJP government. That the chief minister, even after playing a part-time chief minister and part-time month, spending a lot of time in Gorakhpur, doing more than 20 election rallies in Gorakhpur, is struggling in his own home constituency. That the deputy chief minister is struggling in his constituency. And
where is Yogi struggling, sir? Where is Yogi struggling?
2000 lead.
So
1600 lead. I think that's a struggle for Yogi, somebody who was the chief minister.
It's third round. Let's be fair. It's third round.
But look at what people are saying.
I mean, you don't expect a lead of a lakh at the end of the third round.
But people are saying we made you. The people should be proud that we made a chief minister from our constituency.
Yes.
Yet, if the chief minister has not delivered, people are saying कि हम don't entertain us by your malas. Show us some work. There has to be some work that you can prove. The administration, I have criticized BJP that policy has become propaganda and propaganda has become policy. You look at what is happening in Phulpur. Atiq Ahmed is a stepney for BJP campaign in Phulpur. The entire BJP is openly admitting it on TV that he's a stepney. No one has denied in BJP since morning that Atiq Ahmed was pepped up by BJP. That a man from jail is able to contest because BJP wants to run an election and show a fight, demonstrates two things. One, bankruptcy of BJP as a government, and two, they have run out of ideas. People do not trust them anymore.
No, it's you can say that people don't trust them. You know, it's not working. But I look at there are bypolls which are taking place in Bihar. In Bihar, it's the NDA which is ahead. The BJP has just won a massive victory in Tripura. They've dislodged a 25-year-old left government there. Only and only in the context of what's going on in Phulpur should we be extrapolating all these reasons. Should we be extrapolating this big picture, Ghanshyam?
Well, let me crystallize this big picture. In West Bengal, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, 4 bypolls that happened this year, BJP lost every bypoll. Even in Northeast, where
but the BJP won Tripura.
Yes, where BJP
and the BJP is ahead in Bihar.
Where BJP said that they had a massive victory in the Northeast. Of the 50 lakh votes that were cast in the entire election in the 3 states in Northeast, BJP got 13 lakh votes.
But sir, you're winning a seat. You're on the, let's say, if you do win Phulpur, you're winning a seat that you have won 4 times.
But it's
four times you won this before your 4 times, which was Janata Dal. I look at the demographics of that area. Now, political change which is happening when you are holding on to your own bastion, which you lost perhaps in 2014.
No, I think
I
think I'll slightly change it. I think the people of the country wants us to believe, the political parties, the media, to believe that simply propaganda and rhetoric and
propaganda rhetoric doesn't work.
Does not work. This is a message from people of India to BJP, to every political party.
Phulpur, 1 seat we're talking about.
Yeah,
1 seat.
I agree to that.
1 seat we're talking about.
There is no
larger
propaganda
national
at all.
Yes, go ahead.
You know, why is it, if I was to ask Ghanshyam, why is it that BJP is struggling? I can come back and say the same thing, that, you know, it's their stronghold area. I won't use the word bastion. It is a very strong word for today's narrative. Ghanshyam ji is absolutely right. But it's their stronghold. They're very popular there in that area. But we've broken that popularity last year, and with 2000 something as a trail, I think Nagendra Pratap is absolutely of the Samajwadis.
Well, you used. I would interject very briefly.
Vaibhav,
very briefly, brief interjection. So, that do you admit that you are struggling in Gorakhpur, and that's a sign of defeat? In Phulpur, even you do not deny that Atiq Ahmed was pepped up by your party. That your party, which is so powerful, you win mayoral elections, you win Lok Sabha elections, you win Vidhan Sabha elections. You had to pep up Atiq Ahmed. Is another example of the Naresh Aggarwal phenomena. In 2014, BJP, Namo stood for Narendra Modi. In 2019, BJP, Namo will stand for Naresh Aggarwal and Nirav Modi combined. So that is what people do not want to see. People want to see an accountable government, not grandstanding anymore.
Okay, so no grandstanding.
Let's look at.
We got a response coming from Pramod Tiwari of the Congress party as well.
Let's look at.
We got a response. Can I just hold you? Can I just hold you, Vaibhav, 1 moment? You know, because we've got Pramod Tiwari with Pallavi Ghosh in a short while from now, and we'll go to that. But let me get Satish ji as well here from the BSP. Right. Satish ji, ये बताइए, बड़ा मजेदार इलेक्शन हो रहा है फूलपुर में, और जो लेटेस्ट जो आंकड़े आ रहे हैं, समाजवादी पार्टी 54,000 वोट से आगे है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी 47,000 वोट पे आगे, और अतीक अहमद And I want our producers to change this graphic. Let's focus on Atiq Ahmed. Congress party is nowhere in the game, so let's keep Rahul Gandhi out of it. Atiq Ahmed is getting 10,505 votes. Now you add this Atiq vote to Samajwadi Party vote, then you are talking of a sizable lead. क्या कहीं मिस्टेक हो गई क्या? सतीश जी ये बताइए, बहुजन समाज पार्टी और समाजवादी पार्टी तो बराबर आ गए।
मैं बहुजन समाज पार्टी का समर्थक हूँ, बहुजन समाज पार्टी का समर्थक हूँ,
एज ए
दलित एक्टिविस्ट,
तो नहीं होगा
एज ए दलित एक्टिविस्ट।
मुझे आजकल पता नहीं चलता, लोग स्टूडियो आते हैं बाद में मुझे पता चलता है कि कोई कहीं और चला गया।
इसमें ये दोनों इलेक्शन जो है, अगर आप उसको 2019 में जो विपक्ष है उसके लिए एक बहुत बढ़िया अपॉर्चुनिटी थी। ये दोनों सीटें जो है वो सपा और बीएसपी और कांग्रेस, इन तीनों के लिए बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण थी, और इन सीटों के ऊपर जीतना उन तरीके से, ये जिम्मेदारी से कोई भी नहीं बच सकता पूरी तरीके से। इसमें आपको ये जो अतीक अहमद वाली जो बातें हैं, अब ये इलेक्शन जो है ना, ये यूपी का जो इलेक्शन है उसको इतना आसानी से जो भी पार्टी लेगी वो इसी तरह की गलतियां यहाँ
कैसे
मैं उसको बताता हूँ। देखिए
फूलपुर में बार दर्शकों का ध्यान में इस बात पे दिला रहा हूं। जनता दल 1989 से सीट जीती, उसके बाद समाजवादी पार्टी जीती, उसके बाद आप जीते, 2014 में पहली बार केशव प्रसाद मौर्य जीत गए। हो सकता है एबरेशन था, हार गए, मान लीजिए जो भी पार्टी, फिर क्या अर्थ निकालूं?
एक बहुत बड़ा सेक्शन ऐसा है, बीजेपी ने मुस्लिम्स वोटर को अलग किया बिल्कुल पूरी तरीके से, पॉलिटिक्स से मुस्लिम जो वोट्स है उनको अलग किया। अब सपा हो, बीएसपी हो या कांग्रेस को, उसको अगर वो ये मान के चल रही है कि मुस्लिम्स वोट किसी एक तरफ चला जाएगा तो ऐसा होने वाला है नहीं। वहां भी जातीय चेतना आ रही है। ये जो अतीक अंसारी हैं, ये इतना बड़ा जो वोट ले रहे, इनकी जो जाति के लोग हैं, जो अंसारी समाज है, वो कहीं ना कहीं इस तरीके का ट्रेंड आ रहा है। जो पहले हिंदुओं में, हिंदू जातियों में ये दलित है, ये ओबीसी है, ये ब्राह्मण है, ये ठाकुर है, जिस तरह की जातीय चेतना हिंदुओं के अंदर पैदा हो रही थी, वही जातीय चेतना अब मुस्लिम्स के अंदर पैदा हो रही है। सपा हो, बीएसपी हो या कांग्रेस हो, अगर वो मुस्लिम्स वोट को इस आधार के तय करके, अब आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते।
पहले ये बताइए, अच्छा उदयवीर जी भी है, उदयवीर जी भी है, एक सेकंड पहले ये बताइए जरा, इससे पहले कि उदयवीर जी के पास जाऊं, जरा ये बताइए कि जो फूलपुर और गोरखपुर में हमने देखा जी, क्या ये 2019 में भी देखने को मिलेगा?
नहीं, आप मेरी बात सुनिए, कुछ भी हो सकता है।
नहीं, कुछ भी, अरे साहब आपका अगर आज आप फूलपुर, आप दोनों महानुभाव यहाँ पर बैठकर हमको बता रहे हैं कि साहब फूलपुर में जो हो रहा है उससे देश की तस्वीर बदल रही है, तो मैं तो आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर देश की तस्वीर बदल रही है तो आप बताइए कि 2019 में भी रहा है।
बीजेपी ने कोई ऐसा काम किया?
अरे आप बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता के ऊपर छोड़ दीजिए, आप बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता को बताने दोनों लोगों से पूछ रहा हूँ।
एक बात कहूंगा, फूलपुर में जो हो रहा है वो गोरखपुर में भी हो रहा है। ये अलग बात है कि वहां का प्रशासन, उदयवीर जी उसको ठीक से बताएंगे, ये अलग बात है कि वहां का प्रशासन उसे दिखा नहीं रहा है, लेकिन जो फूलपुर में हो रहा है वही गोरखपुर में हो रहा है।
सर मैं तो ये पूछ रहा हूं कि आप ये जो अलायंस है, ये बड़ा सिंपल सवाल है। या तो आप कहिए कि मायावती जी को राज्यसभा की जरूरत है, इनको राज्यसभा की जरूरत है, राज्यसभा के मद्देनजर आपने सोचा चलो 2 सीट की बात है, चुनाव लड़ लिया जाए साथ में।
आप एक बात देखिए बहन जी,
तो ये बड़ा डिसइंजीनियस आर्गुमेंट है।
अक्सर बीएसपी के ऊपर लोग ये सवाल उठाते हैं कि अगर वो इलेक्शन में भाग नहीं लेते तो उसका वोटर्स कहां जाएगा, ठीक है ना? तो बहन जी ने ये समर्थन दे करके एक नया मैसेज क्रिएट किया है, और बाकी पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों को भी ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए, यूपी का इलेक्शन इतना आसान नहीं होगा।
अगला इलेक्शन, नाउ देयर इज एन अपडेट, आप दोनों लोग कह रहे हैं कि गोरखपुर में भी कुछ हो रहा है। नाउ लेटेस्ट व्हिच इज कमिंग आउट एंड दिस इज कमिंग थ्रू आवर रिपोर्टर्स, एंड आई मस्ट दो ऐड अ पिंच ऑफ सॉल्ट that this is an argument which is made repeatedly these days by any party which is losing. Media not allowed to counting center in Gorakhpur. Now, why is media not allowed to counting center in Gorakhpur? Does it mean that there is something fishy? Short while back, Ram Gopal Yadav was saying that in Gorakhpur, all is not well. Pranshu Mishra, how do we look at this? Media not allowed to be near the counting center. Why?
Oh yes, that's right. In fact, that is what the reports are coming in from Gorakhpur, that media is absolutely kept out of the counting centers, and a lot of questions are being raised on the role of the district magistrate. Now, since the DM is the returning officer there is one point which needs to be made. He is the same Rajiv Rotela who was asked by the High Court to be sacked in the backdrop of the BRD Medical College death, but he was continued to be retained in Gorakhpur despite the High Court's adverse order. So clearly, he is the one whose integrity has always been questioned by the opposition, and I think probably that's the reason why there is some sort of a high-handedness on the part of administration as far as dealing or sharing the information with the media is. From Phulpur, we are getting continuous updates, we are getting continuous charts, the copies of those charts, but nothing like that is happening in Gorakhpur, and that's the reason why the media is also now a bit annoyed as the sort of role which is being played by the administration.
But Pranchu, let's be clear. Pranchu, let's be clear. You know, we're running this flash that media is not allowed in counting center in Gorakhpur. Now, is this true? Is this something to do with administrative, maybe precautionary steps? Because I saw the Samajwadi Party candidate there is alleging EVM is being tampered with. Now you are reporting that media is not being allowed to be near the counting center. Is there some precautionary step which is being taken, or is there some conspiracy here?
Well, we can't suggest about that, but the fact is that media has its rights to be inside the counting centers. They have that accredited card from the Election Commission and the authorities. So if they are not being allowed to do their rightful duty, then clearly one will say that there is at least this attempt to conceal or hide the correct picture from the media, and that is what the sense on the ground, the reporters who are on the ground, they are also telling us here in Lucknow. We are not having those sort of complaints coming in from Phulpur.
Okay, Pranchu, just one moment, because Ram Gopal Dwivedi, our reporter with our sister channel News18 UP is joining us. Ram Gopal, आप बताइए, गोरखपुर में ये घट क्या रहा है? मीडिया को क्यों नहीं जाने दिया जा रहा काउंटिंग सेंटर्स पर?
डीएम ने एकदम तानाशाही रवैया अपनाते हुए मीडिया को एआरओ के जहां एआरओ का टेबल होता था, हर काउंटिंग सेंटर में एआरओ के टेबल तक मीडिया जाया करती थी और वहां से उसको आंकड़े पता चल जाया करते थे। लेकिन डीएम ने बिल्कुल तानाशाही रवैया अपनाते हुए मीडिया को बिल्कुल बाहर कर दिया है, एआरओ के टेबल तक नहीं जाने दिया जा रहा है। और जहां तक सरकारी आंकड़े की बात है तो सरकारी आंकड़े एकदम कछुए की चाल से खुद घोषित कर रहा है। जब मीडिया ने इस पर हंगामा किया तब जाके 11:15 बजे के करीब पहले राउंड की इन्होंने आधिकारिक घोषणा की है कि 1600 वोटों से बीजेपी आगे चल रही है। लेकिन अभी जो हम लोगों के पास जानकारी है, सूत्रों के अनुसार जो जानकारी हमें मिल रही है कि 9 राउंड की गणना पूरी हो चुकी है और इस 9 राउंड की गणना में बीजेपी के लिए अच्छी खबर नहीं आ रही है। लेकिन जो आधिकारिक है वो कुछ भी पुष्ट नहीं हो रही है, कोई भी बात सामने नहीं आ रही है। जब डीएम से बार बार हम लोग इसकी कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो ये सारी की सारी बात पर्यवेक्षक पे डाल रहे हैं कि जब तक उनकी साइन नहीं होगी हम कुछ नहीं बोल सकते। वो अपनी जिम्मेदारियों से पल्ला झाड़ रहे हैं।
लेकिन राम गोपाल, लेकिन द्विवेदी जी ये बताइए कि अभी बज रहे हैं 11:30 होने वाले हैं, 8 बजे से काउंटिंग हो रही है, 3.5 घंटों की काउंटिंग में क्या प्रशासन ने कोई भी आंकड़ा अभी तक जारी नहीं किया? आधिकारिक तौर पर कुछ तो उन्होंने जारी किया है ना, जो हम लीड्स दिखा रहे हैं?
सिर्फ पहले राउंड की आंकड़ा आधिकारिक रूप से पहले राउंड के जारी हुआ है, जिसमें बीजेपी 1600 वोटों से जारी है, जबकि 9 राउंड की गिनती पूरी हो चुकी है। मतलब 8 राउंड का अभी भी छिपाया जा रहा है। अब ये क्यों छिपाया जा रहा है, ये डीएम पर्यवेक्षक के ऊपर डाल रहे हैं। मीडिया को अंदर क्यों नहीं जाने दिया जा रहा, तो वो कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे हौज पौज बढ़ेगा। अभी तक जितने भी काउंटिंग हुई है उसमें मीडिया एआरओ के टेबल तक आराम से जाती थी, क्योंकि वहीं पे विधानसभा वाइज गिनती आ जाती थी, तो वहीं से मीडिया को पता चल जाता था कि कौन कितना आगे है, कौन कितना पीछे। लेकिन इस बार डीएम की अपने रवैये के कारण बिल्कुल मीडिया बैन कर दी गई है। मीडिया पूरी तरीके से सड़कों पे ही खड़ी है और अपने सूत्रों से जो उसे जानकारी मिल पा रही है वही वो लोगों को दे रही है।
सो व्हाट आप ये कह रहे हैं कि काउंटिंग हो गई 5-6 राउंड की, 9 राउंड की, लेकिन सूचना सिर्फ 1 राउंड की दी गई है?
बिल्कुल 9 राउंड की गिनती जो हमारे अपने सूत्र बता रहे हैं वो 9 राउंड की गिनती पूरी हो चुकी है। किसी विधानसभा क्षेत्र में 10वें से 12वें राउंड तक की गिनती शुरू हो चुकी है। लेकिन अभी जो आधिकारिक रूप से है वो सिर्फ पहले राउंड की ही इन लोगों ने घोषित की है। अब 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th क्यों नहीं घोषित कर रहा है, ये बताने के लिए वो कह रहे हैं कि पर्यवेक्षक का साइन होगा, उसके बाद मेरा साइन होगा, फिर हम जारी करेंगे। तो कुल मिलाकर क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या गोलमाल है, क्यों अंदर नहीं जाने
दे रहे हैं? We're going to stay with this story. We're going to stay with this story because what our reporter is reporting is quite interesting. If counting has taken place for 9 rounds, why is the local administration unwilling to release the data? Now, to me, either there is some administrative mishap, maybe there is some law and order problem, and repeatedly I am saying let us beware that these kind of instances do happen in many states. So I'm not sure what exactly is the reason why the district magistrate, why the chief electoral officer is not releasing the data. What we'll do is we'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll go across to our editor ETV UP Manmohan Rai, who will be joining us live, and may I request our producers to also try and get us the chief electoral officer of UP as well as the district magistrate of Gorakhpur. Let's try and get some answers. Why is it that if 9 rounds of counting has taken place, why data is being released and media not being allowed to be there where the data is to be released? Look at all those questions coming from Gorakhpur on the other side of the short break. Election fever has heated up. Reports coming in that in Gorakhpur all is not well. Opposition is crying foul. In Gorakhpur, the seat which has been dominated by Yogi Adityanath now for 5 terms, where for the first time a candidate who's not from the mutt is contesting for the first time in 3 decades. You have a Brahmin candidate, Upendra Shukla, who's contesting from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Latest coming out from Gorakhpur is that the administration is not releasing data even though counting has taken place for 9 rounds. Why is that happening? We need to look at that. Another dramatic story developing in Phulpur, a seat which was represented by Jawaharlal Nehru himself for many years, a bastion of Samajwadi Party all the way till 2009 when BSP won, and in 2014 when Keshav Prasad Maurya, the incumbent Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, he won from that seat. In that seat, it's the Samajwadi Party which is ahead. The Samajwadi Party ahead now by a margin of roughly 8,000 votes. The Congress at a distance number 4. Number 3 position in Phulpur is not with the Congress Party. It's with Atiq Ahmed, who's polled almost 10,000 votes. Now that tells you just how interesting sometimes minutiae can really be and how interesting sometimes political moves can be. So maybe the Congress Party has eaten into some of the Brahmin vote which would have gone to the BJP. Maybe Don Atiq Ahmed, who's contested this election as an independent from jail, and yet he gets 10,000 votes. He's someone who has a Robin Hood kind of an image in those parts. Maybe he has eaten into the minority vote bank of the Samajwadi Party in Phulpur. In Gorakhpur, there you have the vote count which is taking place. The Samajwadi Party just down by what? What's the difference? Roughly 1,500. 1,500 is the difference between BJP and the Samajwadi Party, a seat which has been the bastion of Yogi Adityanath. But we must point out that those numbers that you're seeing are numbers only at the end of the first couple of rounds. The Bharatiya Janata Party in Phulpur at 77,000 votes, those numbers are increasing. The Samajwadi Party is at 87,000 votes and Atiq Ahmed is at 12,000 votes. So that story which is developing in Phulpur in favor of the Samajwadi Party, which is contesting this entire election in alliance with the Bahujan Samaj Party, increasingly the Phulpur Lok Sabha seat is tilting towards the Samajwadi Party. If that happens, should it just be looked at as an isolated example, or does it mean that there are causes of concern? Are there signs of unease for the Bharatiya Janata Party? We'll be looking at that question very, very closely. We got a response now from Pramod Tiwari of the Congress Party as well. Pallavi Ghosh is speaking to Pramod Tiwari.
Do you think the SP-BJP, they are doing pretty well in Phulpur till now? Do you think Congress made a mistake? You should have aligned with them?
Let the final result come. Only then I will make any comment as far as the Phulpur or Gorakhpur is concerned. There are so many things which I have to tell. But I will not speak unless the results are.
But as a future strategy, do you think all the opposition parties need to come together to take on the BJP?
What Sonia ji did yesterday, this is an honest approach by Sonia ji, and that is apparent. She could manage 20 parties to come for dinner. So Congress is always open.
So kyun Phulpur mein you were not open?
I told you I will make that.
No, you could have withdrawn your candidate.
I told you I will tell you that let the result come.
So the Congress wants to wait and watch out, but I'm afraid there's nothing to write home about for the Congress Party. The Congress down at 3,300 seats, a seat which was represented by Jawaharlal Nehru at one point of time. Today, the Congress Party is at a distant number 4 position. That's the story of the Congress Party. It really doesn't have anything to write home about, and yet the Congress wants to lead the entire opposition charge. That's the interesting thing. But we want to stay with that story of Gorakhpur as well, about what's going on in Gorakhpur. Pranshu, when we were just speaking to our reporter on the ground in Gorakhpur, he says that the media is not being allowed. Now, why would the media not be allowed? I mean, is this just an administrative problem that we're talking about, or is the story somewhere else?
Well, clearly it's the administrative problem. I think the administration is creating unrequired roadblocks as far as media coverage is concerned. We all have covered several elections and we know that there are special passes both for the counting day as well as for the polling day. Now, if on the counting day those passes are not being recognized, then clearly media has valid reasons to raise questions about why that is being doing so. Another point which people are continuously pointing out is that the district magistrate there, he is known someone who has very unquestioned loyalty towards the Chief Minister. He continues to be there in Gorakhpur despite those orders from the High Court. The ADG who has been appointed there, his political leanings are also very much under the question, because for long he has been associated to the BJP. He even contested there from Darjeeling, and then way back again he has come back to UP and taken over as ADG in the Gorakhpur zone. So these are the things which are now being discussed on the ground there. We don't have any proof to suggest that there is some wrongdoing on the part of the administration, but yes, the cooperation which media should get there as far as free dispensation of news is concerned, I think that clearly is being blocked by the local authorities, the administration and the police there.
उदयवीर जी, आपके पास क्या खबर है? उदयवीर जी, क्या कारण है? What's the reason, उदयवीर जी? ये जो गोरखपुर में जो घट रहा है, ये कारण क्या है सर? ये
मैं बहुत देर से आपके पास आना चाहता था।
जी, माफी चाहूंगा जी।
कारण ये है कि 9th राउंड में भारतीय जनता पार्टी 900 वोट से पीछे हो गई है।
आपको एक किसने बताया?
पहले शिकायत की थी कि इस जिलाधिकारी को पुराने केस में
आपको एक किसने बताया? आपको कैसे पता चला?
एजेंट्स हैं, हमारी पार्टी के एजेंट्स हैं। राउंड मेरे वहां एजेंट्स हैं पार्टी के, वहां मीडिया कर्मी हैं लोकल, वहां लोकल प्रशासन के लोग हैं। 9th राउंड खत्म होने के बाद 900 वोट से समाजवादी पार्टी आगे हो गई थी। इसलिए प्रशासन ने, डीएम ने पहले कार्यकर्ताओं को बाहर किया जो बाहर थे, उसके बाद मीडिया के लोगों को जिनका पास था उनको भी बाहर कर दिया, और लगातार उसको घोषित नहीं कर रहे हैं। विधानसभा के अंदर हमारे लोगों ने इस सवाल को अभी उठाया है। मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त को कहा गया तो वहां से निर्देश मिलने के बाद भी अब तक उसको डिक्लेयर नहीं किया गया। जिलाधिकारी के खिलाफ हमने लगातार शिकायत की थी कि इनको सस्पेंड होना चाहिए था पुराने केस में। हाई कोर्ट ने आदेश किया है, लेकिन कंटिन्यू उनको रखा गया। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने भी उनको नहीं परिवर्तित किया। और मैं आपको विश्वास दिला रहा हूं कि इस समय तक 15वां राउंड खत्म हो चुका है काउंटिंग का।
15वां राउंड खत्म हो गया,
लोग अंदर से बाहर नहीं आ पा
रहे
हैं।
तो ये बताइए उदयवीर जी,
राउंड खत्म हो चुका है।
उदयवीर जी, यहाँ पर देखिए मेरे पास सतीश जी भी हैं, बहुजन समाज पार्टी से जुड़े हुए हैं। मैंने कल हमने देखा कि देखिए दिल्ली में क्या हुआ। कल पीयूष गोयल और रविशंकर प्रसाद, माननीय केंद्रीय मंत्री जो हैं, ये दोनों लोग चुनाव आयोग पहुंच गए थे कांग्रेस के नारायण भाई रथवा के खिलाफ कि उन्होंने अपना एफिडेविट गलत फाइल किया है। मैं आपसे पूछता हूं, संसद अभी सत्र में है, आप लोग भी क्यों नहीं जाते चुनाव आयोग के पास? आप लोग भी डेलीगेशन लेके जाइए अगर आप लोगों को दिक्कत है, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि कुछ गड़बड़ी हो रही है तो।
नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूं आपको। जिस दिन पोलिंग हुआ था उसी रात को हमने चुनाव आयोग को रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिया था, उस दिन ही रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिया था। अभी विधानसभा में टेकअप किया है, और चुनाव आयोग को मैं फिजिकली जाऊं या मैं अपना रिप्रेजेंटेशन दूं, बात तो एक ही है। आई हैव टू प्लीड इन फ्रंट ऑफ चुनाव आयोग, और आई हैव टू go for an protest against the election commission which my party has done, and will do further. We can't leave the
उदयवीर जी, latest which is coming from गोरखपुर, और ये शायद आपको थोड़ी सांत्वना देगा कि गोरखपुर में समाजवादी पार्टी 24 वोट से आगे है। इट्स अ स्लेंडर मार्जिन, 24 वोट से आगे है। ये खबर आ रही है फिलहाल गोरखपुर से। And I'm again asking my producers to connect us to Manmohan Rai। अब ये हमें नहीं पता अभी, ये हमें नहीं पता है। I'm trying to get hold of the results, and our reporters will be able to explain that. But वैभव जी, देखिए क्या हो रहा है। अब आ रही है खबर कि समाजवादी पार्टी is leading by 1500 वोट्स, 1500 वोट से आगे है समाजवादी पार्टी। वैभव अग्रवाल, is this the reason why the media was not being allowed entry? Because समाजवादी पार्टी is leading by 1500 votes in Gorakhpur?
No, I think I would beg to differ. You know, Udayveer ji's statements also have a lot of gaps in them. For example, within the polling stations, if there are polling agents of all parties which are representing inside while the counting is happening, and they are given due licenses, they do not have their cell phones, etc. So how is the news any which way is coming in? So these are all speculations. You know, when there is no one coming in and going out, then these are all speculations. And our reporter on the ground is already, Ram Gopal ji has already shared with us that media is not being allowed. So any which ways, certain numbers that we have are speculations. However, I feel that the district magistrate has a deep responsibility in terms of upholding the principles of democracy, and he is very notoriously famous for doing that. Also in Gorakhpur, so he's a strict guy. If you take say for example, if I was to walk up to him and say, please let me break the line and get something done, he would say, boss, who are you?
Pranshu, what's the reality?
So he's a guy who's principle driven, and
Pranshu,
if he's taken a decision of
Pranshu,
keeping
what's
the media,
the reality? Vaibhav Aggarwal is giving us a different side.
Then
Vaibhav Aggarwal is giving us a different side. And I just want to take a step back as well, because do bear in mind that these are leads that we're talking about. So if the Samajwadi Party is ahead by 1,500 votes, there are 32 rounds to take place. But Vaibhav Aggarwal's argument, Pranshu, is that the district magistrate is a very, very tough man.
It's okay.
Throw some light, because you were saying that district magistrate, ADG are all people whose inclination is towards the incumbent administration.
No, well, see, we are not raising questions on any of these officials who are now, at the moment, at least the Election Commission's officials. The point that media is making is that why is media not being allowed to do its authorized work there? If they have those cards from the Election Commission to enter into the counting centers, then why they have been pushed out? So these are the things, or the gestures on the part of administration, which are being questioned by the media and are also being made as a case against the authorities by the opposition parties, especially the Samajwadi Party. The another story, of course, emerging out is that the Samajwadi Party, if it has now bridged that difference and is leading by a slender margin, it clearly means that election is getting neck to neck in Gorakhpur. It's already neck to neck in Phulpur. So that clearly means that, as we were predicting, that this is going to be a tough election for the BJP. That is proving to be true. What happens finally, I mean, that we can't predict at the moment, but yes, Samajwadi Party in BSP definitely giving a very strong fight, and that too just a year after, when they have seen a severe drumming by the BJP just in the last elections, that is in 2017 election.
Now, Udayveer ji, interesting in UP Assembly. Udayveer ji, I am being told Uttar Pradesh Assembly में लखनऊ में गोरखपुर की घटना को लेकर काफी उपद्रव मचा हुआ है. Assembly has been adjourned for 10 minutes. अब क्या, अब जो भी कुछ हो जाए, गोरखपुर में जो भी रिजल्ट हो जाए, आप हारे चाहे जीतें, अगर जीत गए तो आपकी बल्ले बल्ले, लेकिन कहीं हार गए और योगी जी जीत गए, तो क्या यही कहानी की आगे बढ़ेगी कि साहब कुछ धांधली हुई है, कुछ गड़बड़ हुई है, कुछ? उदयवीर जी,
देखिए, धांधली तो लगातार करने की कोशिश की गई है. चुनाव का नतीजा कुछ भी हो, 90 ईवीएम्स खराब हुई, 90 ईवीएम्स, एक ईवीएम 35 इंजीनियर होने के बावजूद एक मशीन 4 बार ठीक कराई गई, और उन्हीं एरियाज में खराब हुई जो समाजवादी पार्टी के स्ट्रांग होल्ड्स हैं. आप डेमोग्राफी से जान सकते हैं कौन से एरिया कहां स्ट्रांग होल्ड है. हम लगातार कंप्लेन करते रहे इलेक्शन कमीशन को भी. अच्छा, और अब हम फिजिकली जाके किसी चीज को अपने हाथ से तो नहीं कर सकते.
मैं मानता हूं, बिल्कुल मानता हूं.
समाजवादी पार्टी ने यह चुनाव जमीन पे मजबूती से लड़ा है. बीजेपी के पास कोई काम नहीं है जिसको बता सके. हम लोगों ने ये भी कोशिश की है कि जो जाति धर्म का झगड़ा फंसा देते हैं उससे हम बच सकें.
एक मिनट उदयवीर जी, एक मिनट, जरा तथ्यों पे जाना चाहता हूं. आई जस्ट वांट टू बी वेरी क्लियर, बिकॉज़ दिस इज अ सेंसिटिव स्टोरी एंड दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट स्टोरी, दैट इफ वी आर सेइंग आफ्टर 9 राउंड्स suddenly the district magistrate, the district administration was unwilling to release data, and now they're releasing data which shows that Samajwadi Party is ahead. Why was this data not released earlier? Why was media not being allowed earlier? What was going on? Manmohan Rai, editor, ETV News18, Uttar Pradesh, joining us. Manmohan, can you just tell us exactly what is happening on the ground in Gorakhpur?
In Gorakhpur, you know, there has been a sudden turn of events. The media was denied access to the counting stations. And, the district administration is facing a lot of flack and accusations about being biased. Because the counting process, apparently, as the opposition is alleging, is not transparent. And the media has been denied access. They are not releasing the updated data of the number of votes counted, the number of votes backed by each candidate, and there is a hell of a lot of a confusion there, and quite a lot of tension also. The matter has also been raised in the Vidhan Sabha right now. The Uttar Pradesh Assembly session is on, and there is a lot of ruckus in the Vidhan Sabha also on this issue, where the DM of Gorakhpur apparently is not allowing media, he is denying access, and there is accusation of the counting process being manipulated.
Have you managed to speak to anyone amongst the local authorities there? The district magistrate, the SDM, is anyone giving any explanation as to why was media not being allowed there earlier?
No, the district administration is not reachable. They are not speaking to anybody, but we spoke to the election commission and they have assured us that some media persons would be allowed inside the counting stations. Right now, nobody is inside. Only these candidates and their representatives are inside the counting station. And I must tell you that there is in Gorakhpur, the entire district is agog with rumors about the process being manipulated.
So there are rumors. Now that's an important point you're making, that the entire district of Gorakhpur is agog. Manmohan, we're also being told, Manmohan, that in Lucknow, from where you are, There is massive ruckus which is being witnessed in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly. How is this playing out in Lucknow right now, Manmohan?
Yes, as soon as this news broke on our network that the Gorakhpur administration is not allowing media persons inside the counting station, and the Samajwadi Party is leading by more than 1,500 votes. As soon as this news broke out that the media has been denied access and probably the counting process is being manipulated, there was a huge ruckus inside the Vidhan Sabha. Opposition members, especially the Samajwadi Party, the Bahujan Samaj Party, Congress, everybody is out in the well, and they are protesting against the government's high-handedness, the administration's high-handedness, especially in regards to Gorakhpur counting.
Okay, Manmohan, thanks so much for that quick update. The big story which is emerging right now, folks, is this, that in the bastion of BJP in UP, in the bastion of Yogi Adityanath, the incumbent chief minister, the Samajwadi Party is just ahead. The Samajwadi Party has a slender lead. Can it hold on to this lead? In Phulpur, I think the story is dramatically shifting in favor of the Samajwadi Party. If indeed both Gorakhpur and Phulpur were to go out of the hands of the Bharatiya Janata Party, I think that we'll have a lot to talk about. I think there will be lots of questions which will be raised then, but let's take a step back and let's tell ourselves that these are just leads which are coming in. We're not calling the elections. These are just leads. Samajwadi Party ahead right now as we speak in Gorakhpur by a margin of just over 1,000 votes. Samajwadi Party ahead in Phulpur by a relatively bigger margin in comparison to Gorakhpur. Also, do bear in mind that Bypoll is taking place in Bihar as well, where the Bharatiya Janata Party is doing quite well. The Bharatiya Janata Party, along with its NDA ally Nitish Kumar, ahead in all those 3 seats in Araria, Bhabua and in Jehanabad. We'll get you more updates coming from Gorakhpur as to what is going on there. We need to keep a very close eye. We were earlier focusing on Phulpur. We now need to focus on Gorakhpur. What's going on? What's the ground reality there? On the other side, ground reports coming from Gorakhpur. Manmohan Rai, Pranshu Mishra and all our guests are going to be there with us as well.